Austin, Texas, DKR Texas Memorial Stadium. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the Arkansas Razorbacks and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Arkansas's head coach told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. The Longhorns ready to kick it away first. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Razorbacks offense will come out first. These two teams don't exactly love each other. Man, did they trade blows back and forth the last time they met.
Yeah, Reese, don't love each other is an understatement. They severely dislike each other, and that's how it should be. And last game, man, it was back and forth, back and forth. You didn't know who was going to win. Who's mentally prepared for this ball game? Who can handle the emotions, Palmer, early to start this game?
Yeah, that's the great thing about rivalry games like this. When these two teams play each other, it's like two heavyweight fighters trading haymakers, and ultimately it comes down to which guy, which team is standing last.
Off play action. Still looking. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And this offense comes up first down, tries to run the football, no answer. Second down, they go for the pass, they give up the sack. This defense on point early in the football game with two great plays.
They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Jackson will throw. On the move, trying to make magic on the scramble. Turning it on. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Razorbacks with the 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on the next downs coming up.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. It's been said over and over, you have to protect players' head and neck area. This penalty so important at the college level. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Razorbacks will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Excellent job on the punt. Bounces out of bounds at the 5, and they'll have 95 yards to go in front of them. So the Texas Longhorns offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, they came out firing. They were up to any challenge offered by the secondary. Any suggestions on how to prevent that from happening again this week, David?
And it's tough to have that great of a QB and that great of a wide receiver, but you definitely have to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Jam him. Mess up the timing. Their chemistry and timing with this elite QB and elite receiver is really good. Jesse, I got to mess it up somehow.
And you just have to take calculated risks, right? Every defensive coordinator wants to be aggressive, and you want to press them and play press man, but you can only do it a handful of times because you know in this game, when the quarterback sees that isolated matchup, there is no question he's going to take a shot deep down the field to that guy.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Just feeds the running back. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Throwing Manning. Comes down, it's Coleman. Makes a catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning turkey bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Manning. Whip it out to the back on the screen. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chain.
Nice complimentary football we're seeing from this team here early. Defense did their job in the opening drive, and now your offense is doing their job too. Really nice throw that time by the quarterback. You've got to love what you're seeing on both sides of the ball if you're this team's head coach.
And the Longhorns go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to throw, it's Manning. Completes the shuffle pass. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Knocked down immediately.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
He's got it. Breaks into the open. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much, the roughing the passer penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Nice move to keep running. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Here we go, ready. A give to Brown. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Churns into the pile. lowers those pads. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Longhorns!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. They'll need a bunch on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. Between the hashes, it's Platt. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. First play of the period, first down here. Sells the run, looking to pass. Shoots it to the left. That's reeled in. It's Marshall. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QB position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Fires to the big fella. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Keeping his eyes downfield. They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range.
But for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing up front at the point of attack. How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Here's Arts to throw. Rolls right. He'll try to do it himself. There he goes. They mark
nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
Man, is it going to be fun trying to stop this passing offense at Texas. Not only do you have to deal with Arch Manning throwing the football, but you got Wingo outside with all that speed, David. You bring in Cam Coleman from Auburn with his size and speed. So who do you cover if you're on defense?
Yeah, we didn't even mention the running backs when you bring in two who are studs. So, like, they're studs all over the field. This is an offense that, Sarp, when they really get it going, man, the passing game becomes elite. And they can do so many good things to you. But just Cam Coleman and the ability to catch the football when he's not open. Like, it's second to none. Look forward to watching him and the Arch connection and how...
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Longhorns line up to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
On first down from their own 22. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Marshall. He's out of bounds after a big pickup, but there's a flag on the field, and this might be coming back.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Hits inside, it's Smith. He is snowed under, nowhere to go, and it'll be second and long. Handoff again. He locked up and held on to bring him down. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Jackson will throw. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And the Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Tom.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Hand off for Brown. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33. It'll be third and short from their own 33. Manning from the gun on third down. Out wide right, it's Wingo. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
And the Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Arch Madness. Throws quickly. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route. And then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
Manning lines up in the gun on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Longhorns will bring the punt team onto the field.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Straight ahead, it's Smith. Quick spin on the ride. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Before they snap the ball on second down, timeout is called. RPO complete. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
Caught. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake. Check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
That's it, fly. Got him downfield. Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. The Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Jackson going to throw it. They're all over him. Took a shot as he threw.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
And back to the air on second down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Did he call bank on that one? Off the left upright and good. That brings him to within 1.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Uh-oh, look out. And he's taken down after a short gain, and that'll do it for us here in the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, we knew this would be a telling week, and Week 12 has not disappointed. Let's get you updated right away. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the number 8 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's Texas A&M, not even blinking in this top 25 matchup. They took the lead on the opening drive of the game, and they've been adding to it ever since. Tough to imagine a halftime pep talk is going to change things. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back over to your game at DKR in Austin. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Just about set to get this second half underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. As we start the second half, what do you have for us, Holly?
I caught up with the Longhorns head coach at the half. He talked to his team in the locker room about their energy level. He said this game is close, but everything of our season is on the line. He's trying to get them fired up, getting them on the field, ready to go here to start the third. More energy, more enthusiasm. They've got to have it here late in the season to keep their playoff dreams alive.
Holly, thank you. To throw, Manning. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. The Arkansas offense heads onto the field. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And that's a good sign for this offense, maybe finishing this football game. Maybe they can get that ground game going. They've tried. They just haven't had a lot of success. Made them very one-dimensional. Nice to see them run the football with some efficiency later in this game.
They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. And the Razorbacks are flying down the field. Some misdirection with the counter.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
These are the plays as a defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Longhorns head out hoping to move the ball on this possession. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be... Makes the catch, and he's free. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. A give to Brown. Driven back.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Making his first move. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. On the move. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson will throw. Here comes the heat. And down he goes.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on third down in DKR. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's fourth down. The Razorbacks decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll check the spot. Think they'll have it right around the 40-yard line. Here comes the Texas offense. It has been a complete uphill struggle for both of these offenses, Jesse.
It sure has. At this point, David, someone's just going to have to step up and make a play. Someone's got to break a tackle, make an incredible catch, and just give some life to this offense.
Hey, whatever you can, whatever it takes. Don't worry about looking pretty. That's out the window. We've already looked really, really ugly. We got to find something that works to put some points on the board.
Back's got it on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
And that's a really good play by this defense, because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play and get the tackle for a loss.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Jackson gonna throw it. On the run, fires downfield. He's got it. They finally get him stopped. So dangerous after the catch, but this defense might get a little help from the officials here. This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. That holding call threw him in reverse. Now it's 2nd and long. Got it behind the line. It's Smith. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, going to throw it. Extending the play. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And it looks as if we are ready to get things started here in the fourth quarter. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Jackson will throw. Forced him to get rid of it on third down.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And there he goes! They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has it with really good field position. On the ground, it's Smothers. Hard running there. Got some room after the goal line. And he's in. Pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorn.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Getting set for the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. From deep, it's Brown. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Razorbacks offense set to begin this drive. Drops back on first down. Makes the grab. It's Clapp. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Jackson gonna throw it. He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Offense gets set for second down. Snapped it in the shotgun. Right side, it's Clapp. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Smith.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. They'll be forced to kick for the 6th time tonight. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. A long way to go for this offense. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Using his legs, it Smothers. Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
Play callers love it offensively when you can run the football when the other team knows you're going to do it. That is called imposing your will. And here in the 4th quarter with the lead, very first play of the drive, you break off a nice run. He might just call the exact same play right again here.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Might as well run him again. Powers through the defender. Turning it on. Brought down at the 20. It's a 1st down as this offense tries to get something going from deep in its own territory.
This offense has really done a nice job on the ground. Like, the ground game has been solid, man. Nice job opening holes, running the football. They've been consistent with the run. And as this game creeps along, right, if they can continue to do this with the lead, this is going to be a game that they're going to have in hand.
Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Arch is going to throw for it. He's got it down the middle. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
And what a great job by the QB, man. Seeing the blitz, understanding I got to get the football out of my hands as soon as I possibly can, and he puts it on the numbers to his receiver where he can get those yards after the catch. Great timing, but more importantly, great job seeing what that defense was doing and getting rid of the football.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
They go to the counter. Got a little press. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Manning to throw. Moves to his right. He's going to take off. He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. With that penalty, the offense is backed up, still 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Incomplete, and they got a hand on that one early.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his finger side to side and say, no, no, no.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Touchdown, Texas! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-6. On the return, it's Brown. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Play action on 1st down. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Razorbacks moving quickly to the line.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Man, if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Tried to set up the screen, and the defense wasn't having it. They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the 4th down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He wants a big play here late. There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And after the extra point, it's a 1-possession game, down 21-13. On the move from inside is 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Texas offense makes its way out to begin the drive. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the 1st down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 1st down ends this football game.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Handoff for Brown. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Longhorns will punt this one away.
Number 96 on to kick it away.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He'll put that return to a stop with the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Jackson will throw. Ball a little time, lets it go. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Texas! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Fresh center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Platt.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Jackson gonna throw it. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And they can't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a throw downfield late. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down. I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Snapped on 4th down. Fires to the middle. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. Wants to throw on 1st. Going to try to get it himself. Gain of right at 7 yards, 2nd and 3 coming. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Open on the right side, that's Smith. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. The penalty pushes the offense back for this second down. Jackson will throw. Rush right in his face. He's knocked down short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Got to make the play on 4th. Looking deep. Oh, he dropped it, just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coaching staff a lot of credit too, Reese, because they made a few tweaks and adjustments schematically to their personnel as well, and they've really now seemed to find a nice rhythm.
And it's hard to find that early in the season, but the good teams figure out who they are, what they do well, and you could tell they're starting to get in a groove, figure out who does what well, and maximize that and accentuate that.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports.